Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Steel City Knives. Right, I'm going to just quickly show you over there. I know I've been away from YouTube for a while. We've got some serious, excuse the tissue, I've just oiled them up. But we've got some serious amount of knives over there. And I'll be honest with you, I have been doing a lot of soul searching, and as that deep as that sounds. So Knife Raven's put out a video. I like Knife Raven. I generally like him. I like his content, and I don't want to be seen as the guy that's stirring the pot all the time. But as a knife brotherhood, we should be allowed to voice our own opinions and hash stuff out. And I have got no affiliation with any companies. I've been sent a knife not that long ago by Cooper Cutlery, and I've really deliberated whether to accept it or not. There was no expectation of doing a video on it, and I've still not decided if I'm going to do one or not. But I have an inner circle of about 3 people that I really trust, and I discussed it with them, and that I took their advice, and they said take it. And like I say, you ain't always got to do a video on it. Now, since then, so I think basically what happened, the father of the company, let me show it why. We're going to do the giveaway as well, bear with me guys. So the father of the company watched my video on it, and I've had this for a while now. And then he watched it, and he made everybody else watch it. I think he probably forced them to watch, but as a result of that, I got talking to the son, Matt, and we emailed back and forth. Now, because I'm a knife geek, I wanted to know about how they got into it and the sort of the workshop. I wanted pictures of the workshop and things like that. And they're all knife nuts. They've got brilliant knife collections themselves, and we spoke about things like that. And they've sent me a lot of pictures and things like that. Like I say, I'm a big knife geek. I like to know. I do a lot of research about videos, and that's why I want to do a response to Knife Raven, because I take this quite seriously, as you probably. I want to have fun with it, but I do take it seriously. And when you put a video out that can be damaging or sometimes lacks information, we all make mistakes. We're all human. We all sometimes put videos out that have mistakes in them or are not 100%. And some people do. Some people will just record a video and put it out. But really, you know, you've got to understand the weight of a video. Sometimes it can have some really detrimental effects on the knife company. For work and really so when I did this video on Rosecraft, I made sure I was ready to die on that hill. I was ready to, you know, for that to be my last video, because I believed in what I was saying, and I'd done a lot of research on it, and you know, and you've got to be 100% committed to what you're saying. So I'm gonna try. I spoke to Knife Raven back and forth through emails. Now, I've got no affiliation with Sheffield. If we're going to have a Sheffield representative, I vote for Slick Slicers, personally, because I love that guy, and he's as straight as a die. He's got no affiliation, and he just speaks quite frankly, and he will, you know, give the most honest reviews I've ever seen. And I've heard he's not doing too well, so I just want to put thoughts and prayers out to him and anybody else that's ill at the moment in the knife community. And that's what I mean. It's a brotherhood. And I don't, just because we get into a discussion, like if I do a response video to Knife Raven, I still want to be his friend. It's a healthy discussion to have. You know, there's no malice in it, but it's you know, I want to talk about facts and throw things, you know, if I said this is a load of rubbish, somebody should be allowed to come and contest that and say, actually, mate, and that's a healthy environment. I think what we've got now, because we've got a lot of these ambassadors, it's becoming very clouded, and people are walking around on eggshells and things like that. It shouldn't be like that. It should be very honest and transparent. We should be allowed to say what we want as, you know, as YouTubers, as knife lovers and all the rest of it. So I'm fed up of like sort of worrying that I'm going to offend anybody. If I offend you, I'm sorry, but it's only, you know, you're only offended. You know, I'm not, there's no malice behind it. It's all healthy discussion. We should be allowed to, I was on a Discord recently, and there was a guy that had put a lot of damaging comments on Knife Ravens and said, don't buy Sheffield. Now, the video was about Arthur Wright knives. So I asked the guy in the Discord, how many Arthur Wright knives have you got? And he couldn't answer because he probably has 0. Now, if you're going to go and put comments like that down, at least do some research into that company and, that issue. Instead of just throwing, your opinions out there willy-nilly without realising the weight of what you're saying. That's all I'm saying. But don't get me wrong, we're all allowed to have an opinion and you throw it out there, mate. But don't make me out to be a bad guy if I come knocking and, hold you accountable for what you're saying. And also, you guys, hold me accountable. I'm more than man enough to stand up for myself and what I'm saying. So if you want to, argue with me, I think that's completely healthy, as long as it's done in a nice way. That guy called me rude and obnoxious. I never called him any names. I just got into a healthy discussion. And that's the thing. I think people can get very, very touchy. And why? We're only discussing things. As long as we stay civil, there's nothing wrong with it. And I think I'm going to be a pain in the arse on YouTube. Because I am. I'm very outspoken. I'm quite frank. And I am quite a civil individual. So really, if you're going to try and find an angle to come at me and get me, at least, try and do your homework is all I'm saying. But I'm going to put a video out about Knife Raven. And I'm going to put another video out about Rosecraft and why I had put that video out in the first place, because I've got a lot of flack for that. And I want to try and justify my reasoning behind it and give you a bit more background of why I'm thinking like that. So, and it's all healthy, it's all discussions, you know what I mean? So anyway, enough rambling. I want to just tell you a bit, everyone's like, just pull the draw already. I want to know who's the winner. So I apologise for being away. Like I say, I've had a moral dilemma. I like Knife Raven. I didn't want to put a negative video out to discredit him, but then also I'm a big fan of discussion and truth and all the rest of it. So, we'll get into it a bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I say, I think that's healthy, and I hope you all agree with me. Same with the Rosecraft thing. I know there's a lot of ambassadors out there singing their praises, but there should be two sides to a coin. There should be two sides to an argument. And, the other side of the argument should be allowed to voice their opinions freely. Right, so I've been away from YouTube. I've had to do a bit of work. We're very understaffed at work at the moment. I'm becoming, sometimes when a couple of the guys are off, I'm like the senior guy. It's very scary at the moment. I'm not quite there yet. I don't have a lot of experience, so it's been very, very daunting. But what I want to say as well, I want to tell you, because it's a personal channel, I just want to let you know, me and the missus are having another child. It came as a bit of a shock, I'll be completely honest with you. We weren't trying. Let me just try and bend that over a bit because I keep seeing some writing. We weren't trying as such, but they're always a blessing. There's no such thing as an accident sometimes. They're always a blessing. And we love children. I'm part of a big family myself. And we are all very excited. My kids have been told now they're very excited. She's getting on for 40, so she's been really suffering with morning sickness and things like that. So that has taken me away because I've had to step up my father duties a bit. But so I've been, working like a dog, and then coming home and getting to work with the kids and doing stuff around the house. So take that into consideration, but this has gone on for too long, and like you say, I know you guys, the thing is, Knife Raven put that video out, and honestly, I've been walking around for a couple of days really gutted for both parties, but I want to throw my and that's again, nobody came to the aid of Arthur Wright. There was nobody in that comment section defending them, and you know why? Because Sheffield Knives do not have ambassadors. They might gift the odd knife here and there, but they're not that way inclined, and if anything, companies need to wise up to the social media side of it. Some people are just in that workshop, blue collar people in that workshop producing the knives. They don't realise the weight that social media has. Now, companies like this do, and that they're using it as an advertising method. But a lot of the real traditional companies that hand making these knives do not do that. And maybe they need to. Maybe they need to sort of fight fire with fire. Right, without further ado, let's... Right, I cut that short because the missus came through the door, so I got chatting to her. But I think what we'll do as well, it'd be nice if she picked it out for us. So, you know, as soon as we was talking about expecting another child, and like I say, I want it to be a personal channel. Obviously, you know, I think my kids have had a little debut as well, haven't they, at some point? So, right, you ready?
Yeah.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right, let's do it. Go on then, Gil. Right, let's have a look. And I'm sorry I've taken so long to do this. Oh, brilliant. We've got Graham Blackhall, Anglesey, North Wales, UK. So we've got a UK guy this time. So I think as it stands, the first one that I did was UK only. Philip won that one. Then we had Lewis, didn't we? Was Lewis? He won a Boca one. Mm-hmm. I think that was that open to everyone. I can't remember.
I think
the
so.
Third one we had American winner, and now we're back to UK. So, like I say, you got to be in it to win it. Well done, Graham. I know I've spoke to you a few times on the comment section, and that's what I mean. It's nice when it goes to people that comment quite a bit, and I'm getting to know everybody. Like I say, me and yourself, we actually written them out, didn't we, and did the list together, and it's really interesting to see where you all are in the world, because we've had some really brilliant places. But it does seem to be the majority. We had a lot of American ones in it last time, and they won it. So unfortunately, I think it's always going to be either American or UK. But we had some people from Japan. Where there was a really Israel, yeah. Where else? We had some really cool places. I did a little short, everybody, of all the entries anyway. But sorry I took so long with this one. It's been a bit crazy here, but hopefully I'll get some really good, get some content out and try my best to make it the best it can. So I'll be getting some content out this week. So keep fighting the good fight, everybody. Graham, get in contact with me, mate, and we'll get your selection. And I'll let you know what you picked anyway. So, right, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.